All right. Welcome back to another round of Civilization 7. Last stream we have finished the game, not the game, the Antiquity Age with José Rizal, and we have started with the Exploration Age. One sec. And as the Exploration Age Civ, it was decided that we take a look at the Spanish Empire. Because it is a rather nice civilization to explore the distant lands, and because I want to play around with the Conquistador unique unit a bit more, which I think, contrary to any other unique unit, great person that is, not like normal military unit, but unique great person, in the game does not require a finished unique quarter, but a wharf, which is interesting. Our quarter, the plaza, gets 2 gold in the settlement for every settlement in the distant lands. We want to settle as many as possible. We'll see how many we can settle. If I remember correctly, I settled like 3 cities at the end of last age to get the golden age, so we might not even we might not even break even on the settlement limit at the beginning of this game. It consists of the Casa Consistorial, which is a culture building that gets culture adjacency for quarters and wonders, and the Casa de Contratación, which was a buildable wonder in Civ 6 and is now a unique building that gives gold and gold adjacency for navigable rivers, resources, and wonders. So you only get culture adjacency for quarters and wonders. So the Casa de Contratación is the building that will determine where we place our plaza, or where we construct our plaza unique quarter, because we could easily get some adjacency from navigable rivers, and if there are resources close by, that is all the better. Wonders, we'll see how that will go. Then again, we get the Tercio, which is gives adjacent units a +3 combat strength against cavalry unit, but only once, so you cannot stack that. And the Conquistador, which I have not yet played with, which is why I wanted to play Spain, to really get to see what the Conquistador can do. We also could get Conquista, which gives 4 combat strength for all units in distant lands, or Cerro Rico, which gives 2 gold for each resource, as well as Great and Most Fortunate Navy, which gives 50% production towards naval units and 1 gold maintenance less for naval units. That would stack very well with Isabella, because I think Isabella also gets like a bonus for naval units. I'm not quite. I think she gets that. And we still have Garuda's statue and Wampum belt. Mostly, I mean, we want to again be as friendly with as many city-states as possible, but also mostly because I always tend to forget that you can change mementos during an age transition. So let's begin the game, and immediately Argos has a navigable river, so immediately looking at the way it is, where is it? The Casa de Contratación, that would immediately be a +8. Why can't we do? Do you need to be placed? They both need to be placed adjacent to coast. So immediately that one is. These two are the only places where we can even build our unique quarter in Argos. On the other hand, do we have more we have navigable river here, but the coast tile, that's overbuildable, I guess. So you would work quite well for that as well. We also have a navigable river here. That is all +7. We could easily build that here. We have not built our settlement here. We got, I believe, yeah, a couple of settlements up here, but none that were cities. Yeah, as let's first start the exploration age, I would say. We have gotten every Golden Age. We do want fealty, and we do want the Silk Road Golden Age. All your cities from previous age remain cities. We could change Longcheng or Corinthos into our capital. Corinthos. Longcheng is right here. Where's Corinth? There's Corinthos. Fortunately, these are already always just. They already were cities. I mean, we could go for Corinthos. Corinthos has quite a lot of production, and Athenae, frankly, has not that much space left, given that we've built some wonders here. We have built. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wonders in Athens, or Athenae, I should say. So that is 11, 12. Did you get anything? 13. We've got 13 wonders. So immediately, 1 culture and 1 happiness from wonders you control seems like a good thing to do. And I guess we can go with that as well. I do think Corinthos would be a good capital, though. Then let's get you. We could go diplomatic, cultural, expansionist, or militaristic twice. If we were to go cultural, we could get a little bit of culture. We could get civic mastery. If we were to go diplomatic, we've basically gotten everything diplomatic that we'd want to have. Expansionist, we could make our way down towards the settlement limit. I would like to go militaristic, though. That already would give me a settlement limit. And then maybe expansionist for the food on warehouse buildings. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. And then we can still go cultural for the mastery boost. Let's real quick slot in all the resources. Let's get the leader attribute points out of the way. Where do we want here? I mean, 29 gold already. 1 gold from resource in towns or 2 in distant lands. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's get the food. Let's get the settlement limit. And we could also go for the tech mastery. Although 20% gold and happiness towards maintaining buildings will get better the later we get into the game. Then I would like Xenia. We'll go Stratejoy for now, and I guess the Endeavor boost, because we've gotten 836 influence from the last game. So we can start to befriend some independents, and I am interested in all these commercial city-states. If we could get those before anyone else. There's Cath, and now we need to wait. What else do we have? We've got Stockholm here. We've got 2 militaristic around there. We've got militaristic and cultural up here. Militaristic and cultural in the middle as well. We've got 1 scientific and another militaristic. So if I see that correctly, we've got 1 scientific, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we got 2 scientific. 2 scientific, 5 militaristic, and 1, 2 cultural. So we want to get the cultural and scientific ones next, I would say. And I think a little bit of gold is due in Athenae. And we have, yeah, like I said, we're still over the settlement limit. We can now send our units, our boats, to move around. These were the quadriremes, which I set there for this specific purpose. I don't think we can get our scouts in there just yet. I think we need cartography. All civilian and support units may enter deep ocean. Yes, we need cartography first. So let's go cartography and then heraldry. And as always, piety. And you could use some gold as well. And we can immediately get an not an expert. Nope, we do not want you there. We need you somewhere else. I do not want to build too much on rough terrain. Like I said, that is just flat out culture. I might just send you right here. There's a granary in there. If we could get another ageless building in there, that would be great. Do I care for like a stone cutter, for example? That works. We could trade. We probably should. Should we trade? We could trade. If we take a look, Hichi is actually quite the nice trade route, and then Bactria as well. So let's maybe trade with Hichi and Bactria. Let's get a merchant going. And another merchant here. Then we'll see what's going on. Yeah, you still need to wait. You unfortunately too. Ooh, Cahokia, I did. Let's send you to Hichi then. Right, I did send my trader towards Cahokia in the hopes that I could trade. I would also like a cog up here. And we'll see what's going on. Now, as in terms of government, feudal monarchy for more food and theoretically production towards cavalry and naval units would be great. More gold from plutocracy would also be nice. And culture from theocracy would also be great. Looking at my culture so far, you have quite a lot. Ooh, by the way, before I forget, let's befriend you as well. I think I want the culture. Okay, there's already 2 treasure resources. So already this one looks like a good settlement. Okay, you wanted to trade with Bactria. I want you to trade with Lahaina. Bactria, Kusa. If I could I... Oh yeah, we are allied. We can not yet, but soon get improved trade relations. So I guess I'll wait until I can get those. Actually, I should probably send you down here. That's 4 turns. With piety, I still want to go the society route and try to get the House of Wisdom. It did get nerfed, but it still has 3 relic slots, so that is still interesting. There's another treasure resource. I'm already seeing this this island being quite helpful. How much do I need? 100. I need 1 more turn. So let's wait on that. Before we then go probably for Stockholm, maybe. Let's trade with you as well. Oh, we're already sitting on 5 gold. That is nice. I am lacking the settlement limit for now, though, which is a little bit of a problem. But there's another treasure resource. We want the 20% culture. Definitely. Okay, let's improve trade relations. You accept that? This was to expected. Could go for the silver. Choctaw, Huma. I am more interested in the Choctaw trade route, though. The Good Doctor and the Expanding World. It seems to Dr. Rizal that the world has suddenly grown, offering up new places to visit and new peoples from whom to learn. Meet all the civilizations in distant lands or leave it be. I mean, yeah. 4 civilizations. Let's get a temple going as quickly as possible. We need settlement limits. I think I'll send you down south. You can take a look at what's going on in that direction. But there is another potential city right here. Okay, with cartography done, we can now also send our scouts running around. And yeah, we need a wharf. We definitely need a wharf. Now, is the good one still there? It seems there is icons. Let's go. And I think, as always, we go for that one, Tikkun Olam, for a little bit more influence. Meaning we kind of also want a handful of missionaries. Anything of interest here? I want some missionaries, actually. We want so many, actually. I think let's give you... We need those temples as well. Let's spend some money on temples real quick. So that we can actually slot in all the relics that we will eventually get, and you can get one more missionary, and then we can save up some money. Okay, let's go down towards Knossos. Okay, that does look like it ends here for now, though. That is a wonder. Why? What? Xiang Thong? 200 gold for every time you obtain a great work. Absolutely, we would love to have that one. Okay, let's send you towards Medina. And let's get another one real quick. Actually thinking about it, Phocaea, Knossos, and Olympia. It's probably the direction we want to go for. A ship of strange design founders in the surf, its broken hull creaking under the pressure of the waves. Perhaps it could be set right. Minus 100% production for 2 turns in Madrid, but we can... Nah, we'll take the gold. I'd rather have the gold. Madrid is currently producing quite the nice wonder for me. Let's do that with Argus. Let's trade with Cahokia. Let's befriend Stockholm. The Spice Islands. Instead of the smell of dead fish and sour water, Rizal's docks are perfumed with 1,000 delightful scents. Cinnamon and clove, nutmeg and makrut lime, citrus and pepper. Gather coca, sugar, tea and spices. We have gold and that's sugar, right? Yes. And tea. Okay, so sugar and tea we have. Coca and spices we still need. There is coca. The fixed star. The pole star hangs fixed while all of the firmament revolves around it. It is not the brightest star in the sky, but Rizal's sailors have eyes for no other. Found a settlement in the distant lands. That is something we do want to do, so that's absolutely reasonable. There's another... so already I'm seeing another settlement right here. Orthodoxy has been found. Who has founded Orthodoxy? Himiko the High Shaman. Well, that's no fun. You still need to build your temple. Okay, let's send you up there, let's send you around here. There's, ooh, double dyes.
Đêm nay ngọn gió mát trên đỉnh Fansivan và dòng chảy êm đềm tĩnh lặng của sông Hồng. Các ngươi đến đây.
Hello. There's the first of 4 civilizations in the distant lands, the Good Doctor and the Water Puppets. Standing at the edge of a flooded rice field, Dr. Rizal watches a water puppet trout rehearse a challenging sequence. Soon enough, entire flocks of birds have come to life at the ends of bamboo sticks. Speak with the farmers about their practices, speak with the performers about their training. We'll get the culture. Send you towards Onondaga. Aha! In the shadow of giants, the Colosseum looms large. We want production on the Colosseum. You could go Halio Kaewe, 1 culture on water buildings and 3 relic slots, hell yeah. Let's go for it. Let's send you down towards Thebai. You will wait here in Medina. You will move up towards Knossos. You will move to here. You need some health. Actually, you both need some health. And you could use some as well. What's left of a ship is kept company by crustaceans, picking at bits of metal and flesh. These scavengers make it hard for the dead to sleep. Harvest the crabs for food and gold. Or 48 production to Madrid. We need 5 turns, you have 53, so that's not even... like what, 1 turn maybe? I don't know. No, that's not even 1 turn of production, so we'll take the food and we'll take the gold. And Hinduism has now been founded as well. By Xerxes. Sure. Have them all on my continent. Why don't you? There's another shipwreck. I just saw that. Okay. Abbasid Empire. Who's the Abbasid Empire? Norman. Xerxes. Where the hell is Xerxes? Can I see that? Take me there. There we are. Interesting. Yeah, you need some healing real quick. You need some healing as well. Desperate sailors spot a promising looking crate among debris. The skies above warn of an oncoming storm. If they do not pull the loot up now, there may not be a second chance. Grab the crate. I will take the... I'd rather have that unit for now. Okay, immediately I see... There's no way in hell I could get all of... No, I cannot get all 3 of them in one. That might also be... thinking about it, we do want some of the... Okay, you are already on the... Ooh, that might turn into a problem then. If I am unlucky, I will lose the free settlement limit.
The social pact ensures...
Anything good to change. I don't care about the endeavors. I'd rather have culture. I also don't care about... I do care about overbuilding for now. Let's get Society 2. You will get Knossos. You have done Thebai. We'll send you down to Longcheng. I will give myself another missionary for Stockholm. I do need some health on these scouts though. An unusual number of ships have disappeared in this region. One explorer believes the phenomenon should be studied. Merchants would rather avoid the area to alleviate trade disruptions. Investigate the phenomenon. Yeah, we'll investigate the phenomenon. A little bit more science and culture. That is always good. We always like to see that. Okay, you can move on now. You can move up towards Olympia. You will wait at Onondaga. You will move towards Stockholm. You will heal. Yeah, of course, that is a open ocean.
Let the rain fall according
There's
to
the
season.
Wa Xiang Thong.
And let the frogs cry out in the fields.
Sorry for butchering that name. But that is now every time we gain a great work, we gain 200 gold. Let's get a wharf down. Let's get another gold here. We'll move down south. You can move now. You can move up to here. I will send you to there. You will move around that island. You can plunder. Contractors repairing a temple foundation have discovered a deposit of jade. The precious stone would make a superb jewelry, and the workers have offered to dig out the mine, but not for free. Fund the dig site or recruit the workers. What would I have from that thing becoming jade? That could be a potential settlement location. And 30 production is not that much. So yeah, you know what? Let's make that tile into a jade tile, and we'll see if the island below has enough so that it's worth anything. There is the House of Wisdom unlocked, meaning immediately you want to try and build it. Taoism has been founded by whom? That's Hinduism, Orthodoxy, Taoism, by Napoleon, who we just met.
Je suis Napoléon.
Greetings, my friend. We have enough now to... We started on Stockholm. Yes. We've started on Shanjing. Fashoda is gone. Kath is one turn away. Okay, so you started on Fashoda the same turn I started on these others. Let's go for Zimbabwe now. The good doctors and... Not doctors, the good doctor and the Mongols. Dr. Rizal watches as the group of horse archers training, firing their bows while at full gallop, at leather balls lobbed into the air by a leader. No wonder these warriors are able to conquer lands far and wide. Study how such great armies are supplied, or learn from the warriors' secrets. We'll get the food. As so often. Ooh, why do you not like me? Where is Benj? Ah, he's here. Yeah, probably because I settled where I did, didn't I? Okay. Tragedians? I have no idea, unfortunately. Tragedians perform the mystery of religious profit for a modest crowd. Afterwards, they pack up their pageant wagon, hoping to find a more rapt audience in the next city. Suggest a lighter story? Learn more about the prophet. I have finished that mastery. We want to go down the Spanish civics now. And first of all, Council of Indies and its mastery for the Casa de Contratación and the Casa Consistorial. We also want El Escorial as quickly as possible. So we do want the culture, actually. And no, I do not want to decrease my relationship with you. Goodness me. Why would I want that? Aha, that is suddenly a spot where we could settle. Rather deliciously.
Yes.
There's the Rila Monastery. Can anyone... You are currently building the House of Wisdom. You are currently building Haleokaewe. You are not a city. You are building a temple. You could go for the Rila, but that's a 25-turn Rila Monastery. Whereas 18 total for that and 16 for you. If we could give you, say... Is anyone... That's all over buildable? No, that's a granary that is ageless, so that works out quite well. Do we have any other ageless tile? That's all over buildable, over buildable, over buildable. That's all over buildable. We wanted to get our unique quarter. We can't. Can we get our? We can't get our unique. Although Bath and Arena, we could get our unique quarter right here. So we do not want to get our stonecutter right there. We'll put the stonecutter here then, and then but now we. Damn it! Now we cannot place that wonder anymore. We could get the Rila Monastery here. You need a sawmill though. Let's get the sawmill here. It'll take a while. Okay, but now we can do that, and we can go up here as well. And we can now get 91 more gold, and even more gold. And we can get the spices, and we could get gold on treasure resources. Let's go towards shipbuilding next. While we place the spices into our it's not a capital, I don't think.
The land is always stalking people.
There's a natural wonder. Would you look at that? Okay, you can now move as well. Kinda wanna see all that real quick. And Olympia, we also started with Kamakura, that's 1 turn away. Roskilde we've not yet started with, but in 2 turns we might be. 1, 2, 3. Actually, thinking about it, I cannot even place that one in Argos right where I wanted it, because it's out of the 3 range, which is a shame. Let's get more science per turn. You could build the Rila Monastery. Hang on, you could build the Rila Monastery. You need 8 turns. If I could get that quicker. Because we do have some option. We could build the we can build the monastery here, for example. Like on that place. Okay, let's take a look. Where is it? Wait, it was the Rila Monastery. Yes, it was the Rila Monastery. We can build the... You're not allowed adjacent to a district. So if we were to place the Rila Monastery... Where is it? That's the House of Wood there. If we were to place it here, then we are not allowed to place anything here. Or here. Or here. But we still could get our hands on a rather pretty sawmill right here, and a rather pretty gristmill right there, and a saw pit here, and a stone cutter here. And suddenly we are looking at an 11-turn Rila Monastery, which is quicker than in Madrid. Okay, you have gotten Fashoda, meaning actually we could try to spread our religion towards Fashoda. Problem is, I do not want to settle that many settlements right here, like on these islands between the distant lands, because I want to get my hands on some conquistadores.
The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness.
There's Haliokaewe though, which is, I believe, 3 more relic slots.
I have a glove.
And Casa de Consistorial. That would be a 12.5, but I've already built a bazaar in there. Whereas the bath and the arena are both overbuildable. The future belongs to... Hang on, before I do that, because I already know what I want to get most likely. I want that mastery. The future belongs to Spain. Spain enters the world stage with an eye towards lands beyond her borders. Citizens are excited for the future, anticipating the growth of their empire in both territory and mines. As politicians prepare the infrastructure for expansion at home, explorers ready their cargo to set off into the unknown. Yeah, we'll get the culture. And I think... Can I befriend Roskilde? No, I can befriend Roskilde now, meaning before I befriend Roskilde, I want Vilnius on my side. And I do think, even though I don't have the settlement limit, I want to settle now. I want to get these two settlements out as quickly as possible. Even though my lands will not like that. But that's okay. That's 4 treasure fleet points that I just need. Meaning I need to quickly... I need El Escorial basically. That's another settlement limit I could get. So we actually do want to real quick go towards New World Riches. And Cerro Rico is 118 gold for me anyway. So there's that. And the Mastery gives me a settlement limit, and El Escorial, if I were to build it, would also give me a settlement limit. So yeah, we kind of need that. We kind of, sort of... Let's get the culture boost. Let's get production towards wonders and culture on displayed works. Because we should have quite a lot of displayed works. And more on the way. Our cities are filled. Move you to here, let's move you to there. Let's go. That's already, we're at the first milestone. And I think we should have enough to fully... I did not want to send you there. To get the Golden Age once we have spread our religion to all the city-states. What the hell did I want to do with you? What am I sending? I send you. You have 1 more charge left. You have 2 more charges left. Stockholm is here. Did I miss something? I guess let's send you to Tianjin then. We can also get our first unique quarter. Speaking of, you are building Casa Consistorial right here, and Casa de Contratación will be there as well. Spanish Baroque. The beauty of the plaza draws many visitors to witness Spain's prosperity. Them come new ideas that influence Spanish artists to create masterpieces. The Casa de Contratación has space for one final painting, and the people see this as the perfect opportunity to celebrate a fresh style. Could go for happiness, I want the culture though. And speaking of, you can now easily get the casa, the both casas as well. Let's take a look, what are they looking at? How are they looking? They are quite pretty. Is that just a river tile, or does that... Okay, no, that was just a river tile. There's normally no river around there. Oh, with a little gate even. Nice, nice, nice. And now we get 2 gold in the settlement for every settlement in the distant lands, which we currently have 0.
The king.
So yeah.
Friedrich II. Hoch erfreut, euch kennenzulernen.
Yes,
Ich bin ein
Friedrich.
Engel im Salon.
Greetings, my
Ein Teufel
friend.
auf dem Schlag.
Speaking of, we do have enough to befriend more independence. We have started with Vilnius. We have, I believe, also started with Zimbabwe. We can now go with, but I do want Roskilde first. And I do want another missionary up with Roskilde. The Good Doctor and the Inca. From the Inca, Dr. Rizal learns of social ways that run deeper than economics. His guide explains it this way. What I lack, you may give, and what you lack, I may give. Thus, a balance is preserved. The people are great in their abundance. Our commitment is equally to equality is most admirable. Let's get the food. We want to get some food down. We could get a stone cutter as well, because that's like most of the stuff we can actually purchase. Let's get a grist mill, a sawmill, and a stone cutter here too. Stone cutter here. I believe like production directly leads to gold. So I want as much production as I can get. Mycony is done for now. Let's send you along. A Navy commander summons a crew to examine the debris. This shipwrecked vessel is a lesson in defeat, but how was it felled? Study the debris? Or go over safety? We'll go over safety protocols, I think. That is a good idea. Another region done.
We came to serve God.
Now I think I do not care about commune. I'd rather have 126 more gold. Quality or quantity? As Spain's art industry blossoms alongside its growth on the world stage, the theatre sees an ocean of new plays, and a quixotic novel captures imaginations. Passionate lovers of the arts practically come to blow on the ideal form of storytelling. New plays keep the theatre alive. The novel critique of chivalry is profound. I'll take the expansionist attribute point. Militaristic, we've got our settlement limit. I want to go down towards that settlement limit now. And we started to befriend Roskilde. Let's go with Aberfraw. And I am still looking for that independent power that was right there. Okay. Let's get the wine here and this production going towards the flax. Let's go New World Riches 2 so that we can eventually build the El Escorial. Speaking of, we need one more turn for the House of Wisdom. And the Daiviet Empire has... That's Chung Truck. I don't know where she... Do I know? No, I do not know where she is. Chung Truck has started building up the Rila Monastery. I unfortunately cannot give you more production. In Longcheng, right? I mean, I might be. That's just happiness. You have happiness enough. One production on warehouse buildings. 24 production towards training units. Training units. Anything. Production. Anything that gives... There is production. More happiness. Production on happiness. Happiness and production. Now we're at 51. I don't think that did much, but we'll see. But we have one settlement limit. Aha! Where we were at Mycony, Fokia's done. Madrid can build. So Miletos is the next city that we want to get our hands on. I am seeing two more distant land treasure resources, and we actually could get them. That would not be however, a freshwater settlement. Need healing. You cannot. Although we are closing in at shipbuilding.
Do not mix the
There's
truth
the House of
with
Wisdom.
falsehood, or conceal the truth while you know it.
We got that. We might not get the Rila Monastery. That is just one. The Rila Monastery just has relic slots, but we would get a relic every time we built a wonder. So having that one would have probably been the better move. But it is how it is. Let's get a wharf. Let's finish the wharf actually. Move over, move over. You need healing. Okay, we have sent you. Let's go towards Zimbabwe next. What did I just send to? Didn't I just? What did I just send towards Zimbabwe? Didn't I send you towards Zimbabwe? Guess I'll find out. Stockholm is one turn away. With 2,000 in the bank, we can start purchasing more stuff in Miletos. And after Miletos, you've done, Sparta has done, Argos has done. You cannot. No, you can build. You can build. I think that's about it for now. We could. Yeah, but we do want you to grow for now. Eventually, we might want you to be like religious centers, but I don't think just yet. The locals have repurposed this ancient monolith as a burial site. Whatever its original use, now it stands sentinel over the departed. Excavate the monolith, ask them what they think the monolith was. Still one turn, but it's a little shorter one turn now.
We came.
There is the option to build El Escorial. I kinda not want to build it on any of these places, but then again, can I build it in Madrid? I could build it in Madrid. Let's go with El Escorial first, and not in Madrid, in Athenae. Okay, we've got two. Where did we get two settlement limits now? Wherever we got it, it is time for Valencia. Temple, let's get a saw pit and a stone cutter. The fixed star. Explorers have become civilians, and what once was new land now quickly becomes familiar. As a result, influence spread across the ocean. Speaking of, before we do that, we want the theology skill. And with the diplomatic attribute point, let's get some more. Let's get some more happiness, I guess. That I do. I've started with Zimbabwe and Abuff. Bro, I think I still need Zungaria, and that should be every city-state on the home continent. You are done in 3 turns. Yes, yes, yes. You are done as well now. Let's do that. That is the golden age. 24% still left to go after 23 turns. And we'll take, of course, more science. You finished the wharf. I think you're due for an observatory. Any units, food and culture. Under the cover of night, a scientist has been performing illicit experiments on cadavers. The publication on the body's inner workings already causing a stir amongst physicians. Analyze their findings or we will shun this behavior. That is very much a no-no behavior. Trust me.
By knowing things, if shipbuilding.
There's shipbuilding. How many turns do we need? 2 more turns. We could still get 1 or 2 turn. I do want conversion. Newly founded towns in distant lands start with this religion in place. Yes. Because, hang on, let's get some production going because now I can settle and already have it as my religion. Speaking of, I might need a missionary here. And you can give me... I should have probably gone for the gold first because that would be another 20% gold discount. Expansionist attribute. Let's get the expansionist point. We could get so many yields in towns with a specialization. But I also want them to grow. I mean, realistically though, you've got all the treasure resources you need. And for example, Knossos, if we were to just go for religious sites everywhere, you've got everything I believe as well. You've got everything too. If we were just completely go for religious sites. Except maybe these towns. I don't know if I do. I mean, you've got some Kowlin, but that's not a treasure resource. Nothing here is a treasure resource anymore. I might as well don't actually need you to grow anywhere. And just to put this in perspective, we go, do I want you to grow? You cannot grow towards that gold. Now you're good as well to be a religious site. And that's all the religious sites now. And if we now were to get that, or we did get that, that is 62 food, 76 production, 143 gold, 19 science, 13 culture, and 61 happiness. That is huge. No, I do not want to decrease my relationship with you. Thank you very much. Okay, we got that. We could go Reformation, but I don't plan on keeping my religion in my cities. I don't plan to fight. We could go for Armada. Free commanders receive the flotilla promotion would actually be quite nice. Then all military land units, settlers, missionaries, and conquistadors receive 2 movement when embarked. Oh yeah, that we need. That is something we need to get our hands on. Unemployed sailors cluster around the docks of the port. There are too few ships, too little work, too much time. Expand the port. Now we'll take the gold. Thank you very much. Okay, let's send you towards Kath. And you can make... I don't know, make your way up towards here maybe? We need 1 more. Yeah, and we have gotten sugar and tea. And coca is up here. We might want to settle that one real quick as well. That's finished. Let's get some more production going. that one's currently finished as well, although we do have our own unique quarter. That is... No, that will probably not last for long. What we need is a lot more settlement limits. Do I care what that was? I think we were one turned on the Rizal monastery. I think it was like two. I looked at it when it was 2 turns, and that was, I believe, a turn away. I believe we just got 1 turned on the Rizal monastery. That is a shame. That's potentially a lot of relics that we just lost. Damn it. Okay, yeah, we actually did not get... She actually took the settlement limit. That also sucks. I guess let's get expeditionary warfare. I mean, we might want to get our hands on the city that built Rizal Monastery. Let's get a shipyard. I do want... Screw it. I want my conquistadors. Okay, we need to find out where Trumtrak lives now, I guess. There is the last person, though.
हम अशोक ही संसार के मध्य बिंदु के एगो महान राजा और एगो महान पापी.
Hello. The Good Doctor and the Copper Plates. Dr. Rizal watches as detailed inscriptions are hammered into copper plate, one of the many royal charters that formed the basis of Chola record keeping. This one appears to grant exclusive rights to certain trade routes. Another nearby just finished defines the boundaries of certain lands. Study the trade route for a little bit of gold, or study the land boundary plate for 10 relationship. We'll get some bonus to that. The Good Doctor and the Strange Familiar World. While regaling his fellows with tales of his travels upon returning home, Dr. Rizal is struck by a peculiar thought. The world has expanded so, and yet it seems smaller, does it not? With that done, we are actually now at 30. That is the first narrative event I know of that actually has influence on the relationship. You like the civilization with the highest happiness. That should be me. What do you like? Like leaders at war with anyone but him? Like civilization with fewer trade routes than him? Dislikes those that have as many or more trade routes? Double relationship gains with leaders that share a government type with him. Double the relationship loss with those that don't. I mean, we're getting good. Like we have grievances of 87, and we've got a shared government, leader agenda, relationship decay over time, and started a trade route. It's going good. Ooh, there is a potential city right here that can capture a lot. A lot of treasure resources. There's tea and coca as well, but close to Trumtrak. There is Trumtrak. A holy site draws congregants from around the region to worship in its cool depths. Gold veins glisten the walls. Ooh, clear the tile. Make that a gold resource and then try to do a sneaky settle right here. You know what? You will be my settle. And another city-state. That could be quite a good base for, you know, for some war with Trung Trak. To try and get back my the wonder that I wanted. The first conquistador is Christopher Columbus, and his skill is activate in distant lands on any water tile reveals the map, except for the interior of distant lands. I just realized I did not want to. I feel like my right click is broken. But yeah, you know what? Let's heal up our troops for a little bit and see how much that actually reveals with Mr. Christopher.
Wealth circulates.
There's a
like
Grand
blood.
Bazaar. 2 resource slots,
All
homeland treasure
hearts
resource
partake.
tiles receive 3 gold. Oh,
The
we
master-
kinda sorta definitely want that one. El Escorial's done in 6 turns. You know what? I think I might just purchase Casa and then build the Grand Bazaar after El Escorial. We need to get our hands on some settlement limits now. Desperately so. You need to heal up as well. You can heal up too, you can heal up as well. And you too. You need 2 more turns. That is good, that is good, that is good. You need 7 more turns. That'll take a little bit more.
Law is nothing other than the command of the sovereign in the exercise of his power.
There is El Escorial. That is 1 settlement limit at the very least, and more. I just forgot what exactly. But that was a sort of a sleeper wonder to me. I always sort of underestimated what it can do. It is 3 happiness, 3 relic slots, 1 settlement limit, and 4 happiness on cities within 7 tiles of that wonder. So that is something at the very least. Let's get a little bit more in the plaza. Next one, next conquistador, Francisco de Orellana. Activate in distant lands on a navigable river. Receive 50 gold for every tile of this river. I will send you to the distant lands, but not in that row, because that is 8 turns. And you do count as distant lands already. But we can take a look at the inland of the distant lands.
I have collected.
After the accidental death of their leader, a company of mercenaries have taken a religious vow and thrown down their weapons, hands that burned a village. Make ready to rebuild one. Let them work at the capital or let them work in the land. Let's give me some happiness. I could use some happiness. That's a lot of production and a lot of happiness. Let's get some more culture. Oh, hang on, where is my... There's my missionary. You just had 1 charge. So I need you. Let's get a kill. But that's not... Nope, hang on, that is not where I wanted to build them. I'd rather have you up there. But a kiln actually works for you as well, although you want a guild hall here. The kiln can go here. You need to heal. I don't yet see anything. How many... Hang on, how many... Ooh, that is Xerxes missionary. You have 2, so I need 1 more missionary. A river inside an ocean. A wary Ponce de Leon returns from his exploration of nearby lands, frustrated for want of discovery. Still, he cannot stop thinking about the strange ocean current he had encountered, stronger than any wind he'd known. Tell other ships of this mysterious current. Build a fishing quay in distant lands. I wanted to settle there, especially given that you have now settled Wilkawaman. Ruins overflowing. I know that ruin is overflowing. Let's clear some of that fog of war. Next, Conquistador Juan Ponce de Leon. Activate in distant lands on any water tile. +1 movement for treasure convoys. Hell yeah. We'll do that. There is a treasure convoy already.
Since
I mean, yeah, vassalage, more gold, more culture. Seems always like a good idea. I want to send you not to there. Tercio, you will move up towards Vilnius. Where are your borders, Trung Truck? Yeah, you will definitely not like that. Granary, then the saw pit right here, and a stone cutter right here. More production for you. There is... That is now coca, sugar, and tea. I need to get my hands on spices. Vanity! News of the strong ocean current travels fast, but tales and rumors about a vain search for the Fountain of Youth compete for Ponce de Leon's legacy. Ponce de Leon's loss is Spain's profit, 1 treasure convoy worth 2 points, but minus 72 influence. Every lies. Yeah, we'll take. I'll absolutely take the treasure fleet convoy. What the hell? I also. You need 2 more turns. I also need to get my hands on another missionary. Suedagon City Door. 2 signs on all roll tiles in the settlements have at least 1 happiness and a wild card attribute point. Don't mind if I do. Can we get you to here and you down here? Now Barcelona still needs to grow a little bit. Next, Conquistador Alva Nunes Cabeza de Vaca. or however you pronounce that. Activate in distant lands are on or adjacent to a natural wonder. Gain 200 gold for each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. Ui, 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 ui. Don't mind if I do. We did start with, yeah, we did start
take
with it.
the golden
There's the
road
Grand
to
Bazaar.
Samarkand.
That should give a decent amount of gold, given how many homeland treasure resources we actually have. Brihadaswar Temple. Let's go. Can we purchase anything? I don't think we can purchase anything. Let's get some more culture going. Let's get evangelism, civilian movement, and charge for missionaries. Yes, please. Yeah, I do want to. Ooh, let's get a. I do want to grow. There's some camel resources still up for grabs. Okay, Sevilla has that. I want you to go up to Etekuz.
When monks arrive.
I will take the Corsair unit. Okay, let's send you towards sovereignty for another settlement limit. An adventurer stops in their tracks. A murder of crows drop offerings of shiny coins and rocks at the base of the ruins. Follow the crows back to their trinket. Yeah, we'll take the money. Everything for the money. Okay, Christopher Columbus will now reveal the map, except for the interior. Oh, you mean the entire map, not just like holy damn. You know, I thought we will get like a 1 or 2 tile ring around the distant lands continent. No, you mean the entire map. That is rather huge. That's some more friends that we got here. Yeah, sure. Show me the entire map. Oh, that is a lot of stuff to put. We might not go. Do we not go on a conquering spree? I mean, there's so many. There's so many wonder cities. And if I not get rid of her completely, she will just hate me in the next era. Ranged and siege infantry or naval unit. Let's go with that. The wall system. Controversy engulfs the library at El Escorial. Few librarians have decided to move all the bookcases from the usual orientation perpendicular to the windows, instead placing them along the walls. The new setup welcomes more light into space, supposedly. This is how it should be. Change isn't always good. Culture is everything. Production of naval units? Sure. We might want a little. Do we want a little bit of a navy? I am honestly not so sure. Ineth Suarez. Activate in distant lands on an eligible settlement location creates a new town. Well, I mean, I guess I know where I want that one to go. A ring of megaliths stands in a circle. Their placement appears deliberate. Mark where the stones align with the sunrise. 100% reduction for 1 turn, but we would get 200 science, and I'll take the culture. You have finished that. The big thing is you have 2 more. I guess I'll send you towards there, meaning I can send you... say to here? That's a serpent mount. Yeah, I completely ignored the serpent mount, didn't I? 1 biologist's complex herbal concoctions have proved to be powerful digestive aids. Pilgrims gather at their doorstep seeking relief from a variety of unusual ailments. Test the concoction's effect or produce additional batches. I have enough money. I have quite a lot of money, that is. Natural philosophers have begun using water to filter salpeter from cave dirt. Massive quantities of explosives could be produced. They had larger processing tanks. Expand the operation? Nah, I'm not. I mean, granted, that would still be quite the resourceful little place to settle. But nah, I'm good. Although that is some huge amounts of treasure resources right there. A pacifist sect has established a farming commune around a mound they claim is holy. They offer to share their bounty, accept the gifts, or recruit them. Oh, we'll accept the gifts. Question is, do I want to settle here? Ooh, you did not just say. You did not just settle right where I wanted to settle. I swear, if you take that treasure resource now, I will scream.
The spear and the
A decree. The Viceroy sends Miguel López de Legazpi on his way. Lands in Spain have not yet claimed, and it falls to Legazpi to correct that mistake. Unload a treasure convoy worth 2 fleet points. I am on my way. 57, 44, 38. Let's get the war support done. Let's go towards gunpowder now. And imperialism. Missionaries from abroad have captivated the inhabitants of Argos. Miguel López de Legazpi. Activate in distant lands on an army commander with 3 empty slots. This commander receives 2 ranged units and an infantry unit. What do we have here? Activating this on a navigable river. Yeah, we do not know of any navigable rivers just yet. I think I will move you to there first. And you may go to here. An ancient barrow from a long past time lies alongside the road, its form almost unrecognizable beneath the growing turf. Excavate and loot it, or leave it be. Let's get some damage going here, my friend. Hello! How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. You can go up there. Juan Ponte de Leon. Activate instant lands on any water tile, 1 movement to treasure convoys. Let's go. How's it going? I'm good. How about you? I am good as well.
A mortal ripens like corn. Like corn,
yeah.
he springs up again.
I'm glad to hear that you're good as well. There's the Brihadiswara temple. Meaning we now have 3 influence and all buildings gain a +1 happiness adjacency for navigable rivers. I hope not just in that town. I really do. Machu Picchu. There's got to be a better place for Machu Picchu, right? It's probably not. We have three. Nah, there's probably not a better place for Machu Picchu. That's a little bit of a wasted Machu. So your bio about playing Civ 6. How do you like Civ 7? I like Civ 7 quite a lot, actually. It has definitely its points where I would hope that it will get improved over time, but all in all I am quite happy and I have quite a lot of fun with that game. The potential is there. Entitlement. The locals' resistance proves to be a trifle. Legazpi steps forward as governor of Spain's newest protectorate, but rumors insist that reckless pockets of rebellion still stir. Holy justice is for the unruly. 1 treasure convoy worth 2 points, but 2 tiles are pillaged in each distant land settlement. Sure, we can repair that. We can easily repair that. And we can also get our hands on some medieval walls for that extra little bit of happiness. Is this better than Civ 6? I mean, I would say the comparison's a little unfair because Civ 6 had years to get to the point where it is now. So as of right now, I mean, Civ 6 has a lot more content than Civ 7. And Civ 7 has also
the end of suffering.
I don't want to call it problem, but maybe the issue that it experiments in quite some drastic ways, and many people who played Civ 5, Civ 6, and maybe earlier titles as well might not like what they're doing. I would say it is on par with Civ 6. It has its point where I think it is better than Civ 6, but same goes for Civ 6 regarding Civilization 7. The Swedagon City Dog gives me 4 signs, 2 signs or rule tiles, and 1 happiness, that have at least 1 happiness, and a wild card attribute point. Yeah, that is the settlement limit I needed. We could go now for Borobudur. 2 food and 2 happiness on quarters in the settlement. Yes, please. Let's just go for that one. Nice. I am playing Civ 6 for a few weeks now, and I kind of wanted to try Civ 7, but I saw the reviews that were mixed and recently bad, so I figured I'd ask the streamers directly. I can see the mixed reviews. I don't know what the reasoning was behind the bad reviews. Maybe because for some people it really is a change, and you need to deal with that. I would say, what do you like about Civ 6? Okay, I can easily get that, so we might as well just let you go up towards Barcelona. And maybe even more importantly, do you think you'd have problems with a change of civilization as the ages transfer, as the ages change as well? If that's a problem for you, then I mean, I'd still say try and go for it, because I as well thought, I'm not sure how to feel about Civilization 7 having different having the option for different civilizations during the age transition. But I don't mind it as much as, for example, Humankind did it. Playing the game with different expansions and the concept of winning by more than one way. You can have that here too. Granted, you don't have as many ways as you have in Civilization 6. You have these legacy paths: cultural, economic, militaristic, and scientific. And in the Antiquity Age and in the Exploration Age, these are your paths for Golden Ages. And in the Modern Age, currently the last age, they will be your 4 victory conditions. So you don't have a religious victory, which, to be honest, I don't mind at all, because I really didn't like playing with religion in Civ 5, Civ 6, and granted, Civ 7's not an exception there. And you don't have a diplomatic victory, which is okay, I guess. The key for me, the key victories are still there. Wait, watch Civ changes during age transition. Oof, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, I thought so as well. They have made it so that you have like crises. What am I just looking at here? That you have crises, and narratively it makes more sense. You have like in one crisis you have, I don't know, your towns have, and the towns of the other people, the other civilizations have rebelled because they were unhappy, and people emigrated to other towns and immigrated to your towns, and over the course of over the course of centuries, our defined culture has changed so much by people leaving and people coming that we need to ask ourselves, are we the civilization that we started out as? And that is the way they explain, or that is one way they explain the age transition and the civilization change. And I can deal with that much better than I could deal with it in Humankind. In Humankind, it truly was just, yeah, okay, it's a new age, pick a new civ. And if you can deal with that, and you can accept that, the amount of tactical possibilities where you can combine skills from civilizations and leader and mix and mingle them together to make one great huge empire is absolutely insane. A scavenger rummages through the decadence left behind, fruits, perfumes and oils from faraway lands, and smile. That would make choosing Civ at the start... Hang on, what? That would make choosing Civ at the start bad because each Civ has its own benefit, right? Is it different in Civ 7? You still have civilizations with different benefits and challenges. What that really does is that you don't have a civilization that is good, for example, at the in the ancient era, because it gets its unique building or its unique unit in the ancient era, and then just does nothing the rest of the game because it is an ancient era civ, for example, ancient Greece or Rome, for example. Now you have currently 3 eras, and you have civilizations that are good during that era, and no civilization just falls apart or falls flat at later or early stages. It's the other way around works as well. When you have, like in Civ 6, when you had America, for example, it has basically nothing for the early game because it's like a, I don't know, modern age Civ or whatever it would fit there the most. I don't know which age America would fit in Civ 6 terms. I understand your reasoning, which does make sense, but couldn't you make it like each Civ gets better, changes each age transition? I mean, your Civ changes every age transition. Another Conquistador, Ferdinand Magellan, activate in distant lands on a fleet commander. This unit receives 2 movement and 2 sight. Interesting. I will probably not use that one, but still quite nice. I think the biggest problem people have with this transition thing is that it is quote-unquote less logical in a way that you could technically play, for example, the Egyptian queen Hatshepsut, but instead of Queen of Egypt, she'll be Queen of Great Britain. And many people didn't like that idea. Which, to be fair, is understandable. On the other hand, I always say, we never complained that one leader in Civ 6 survives from 4000 BCE all the way to, I don't know when the game ends, like 3000 CE? Maybe it's like, I don't know, 7,000-year-old leader. Nobody cared about that. But yeah. Suddenly, oh my goodness, please don't be a leader of a different civ. And I mean, the game has quote-unquote historically correct pairings. I think every leader gets like at least 2 civilizations per age that, again, quote-unquote, would make the most sense on a with a historical view to pair together. If that's the case, I cannot say I'm no historian. An engineer has refined their recipe for bricks. Builders marvel over the strength of the stones, promising to build structures that withstand the ravages of war, fire, and time. Build new roads or a monument. We'll take the roads. We like to build some roads. Would you recommend Civ 7 to Civ 6? And Civ 6 players?
Colonialism is not satisfied.
You mean Civ 5 and Civ 6 players? Yeah. I mean, always with the disclaimer that you should ask yourself, what do I want from a civilization game? And maybe I would say get some information about that game, because it does not play like a Civilization 6 or Civilization 5 in many ways. It still, don't get me wrong, it still feels like a Civilization game, but like apparently they have like a rule, like a 3-3-3 rule, like 30% stays, 30% gets improved, and 30% gets completely scrapped and made anew. I feel like the last 30% with the new part it feels like that's more than 30%. But that might very well be the case because the changes that were made new feel so drastical, because they feel so not Civ-like. But all in all, yeah, I can recommend that game. I like it very much. It is quite a fun game. In the hollow of a cave, masons have devised new tools for quickly shaping stone. Period. Architects will readily pay for this new wealth of clearly cut marble. Admire the artistry or dress the cap in stone. I think we have enough culture that we don't need to boost culture. Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna drop off. Have a good day. You too, thank you for staying. I hope you had a wonderful time, and who knows, maybe we'll meet each other again in another live stream. Have a good day. Oh, look at the chocolate. Give me a settler, please. There's so much chocolate. Along the craggy shore, colonies of pelicans swarm one another in pursuit of dinner. Fish here are so abundant that one can practically scoop them from the sea by hand. I will not make that a fish resource. I couldn't use that. I would so love to settle here as well. Can I? Is there? I have collected a place to settle. Right here, right here, right there. This will probably not work. Okay. With you, I would get 200 gold for each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. So 600 gold. Very nice. Let's take a look. What do I have? A golden age in science and a golden age in culture. I need a golden age. I need so much more economic stuff. My goodness. Another conquistador. Francisco Pizarro. Activate in distant lands on an army commander with 3 empty slots. This commander receives 2 infantry units and 1 cavalry unit. Sure. Okay, I need my settlement right there. And I need you... Oh, goodness me, I need you up there quickly. Oh, imagine. I can only settle 4 more settlements, is the problem. But there's so many good ones that we could still settle.
Thou who dwell
There's
in the high
Machu
heavens
Picchu.
among the tempest clouds, accept our sacrifice.
Granted, there's a little bit of a wasted Machu Picchu because it can only boost 1 tile, but it's, I believe, the only place where I could reasonably place that wonder. And Borobudur at the same turn.
And no death. No being.
Where's...
No non-being. When...
I would love to have... There, Forbidden City. Goodness me, that took a while. Let's get some walls done, I believe. You can do nothing else but giving me some walls. We could get another 10 gold bank. We could get an 11 culture pavilion though. And another 10 gold bank. And let's get some more production going. And maybe some food. There is an inn and a hospital, the menagerie and an observatory. You will build me some walls and hopefully you will give me the Forbidden City, and you can build me Dana Zoo. Why did you not get that? That is... You should have gotten that one. An itinerant mystic has made spiced cider from fruit trees planted along his journey. Growers are already gathering to enjoy the beverage and listen to his sermons. Take up the product or take up the lesson. The food. All for the food. I want you up there. Okay, Ines Suarez. Fishing key, a granary, a saw pit, and a stone cutter. And what did I just purchase here? A scout. That was not what I wanted to purchase. And I also... That is just a one-time... No way. Okay, but you can scout along now, I guess. I will move you down south. Friend you. You will move up there. You can also scout out all you want. Let's get the education. Let's get sovereignty. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi gets an army commander. I wanted to get my hands on medieval walls and later on what? Goodness me. There is so much chocolate. That's a disgusting amount of chocolate. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 11 fields of chocolate. Nope. Let's get Reformation first. Now, can we get the Forbidden City? Convoy here. Hernan Cortés. Activate on distant lands an army commander with 3 empty slots. Wait, what did I just move if not Hernan Cortés? I wanted to get my hands on a settler. Tomb of Askia's done.
The gospel. Matsuyama Ka.
And one more settler. 17, 18, 19 and 20 is up there and we should be good. We need more treasure points. Seriously.
Yeah.
Can I purchase anything? Currently, I mean, I could... Ooh, can I give you more production? There is a great armorer. And a little bit of a dungeon right here as well. More production means quicker conquistador. I don't care about that anymore. I will take food and production towns in distant lands. Cordoba moves. No, you will move to here. You will not move to there. Touring merchants have begun selling snake bile as a cure for gout. However, skeptics argue this restorative is only good for one thing, turning a profit.
I worked
Money. We all want money. Treasure convoy, down we go. You may as well stay where you are. Shipwrights have dreamed up a fearsome warship. Yeah, but no. You can dream all you want. I already have that warship. Thank you very much. How much until 4 more turns? Yay. I wanted you here. Okay, you can wait. You will make your way to there.
Oh, ye conquerors and your sons. Oh, ye gurus and devas. Out of your great love,
And that,
lead us
ladies
along
and
the path.
gentlemen, is a missing animation. That's supposed to be finished at the end, not from the beginning. But anyway, that is Dana Zoo, which is not any point. I thought that was a point. White Tower for happiness and settlement fabric tradition. Sure. Why not? Let's not. Fucking hell, I misclicked like shit there. Let's get the production going. You can go towards the horses, the sources of horses. I will take the diplomacy slot and the relic. And I will take, I guess, the extra science. Let's go cartography mastery. You have finished the last conquistador, Hernando de Soto. Activate in distant lands on a tile owned by an independent power. This independent power becomes a city-state with you as the suzerain. That would have been a very nice guy before. Let me restart that one. That would have been a very nice conquistador as like the first or second. But no, I guess we'll make it the last one. It's fine too. Don't know if there's a city-state left for him to be used on, but I guess it's whatever. Go divine right. Okay, that is good. There's Garma. Actually, there is. Then I could. You know what? Where are you? Where art thou? Let's move you to here. This cave is rumored to be the home of fell beasts that hunt and kill those unlucky enough to wander too close. We don't need to improve our relationship with Garma. We have a conquistador. I think I said it before and I'll say it again. I wish we would get, say, the Fountain of Youth or El Dorado as a quote-unquote natural wonder. With Spain, with the conquistadors, with everything, that would be fun. 50 gold for every tile, so 250. Let's go. Okay, let's immediately settle. Let's get a brickyard, let's get a fishing quay, let's get a granary, let's get a saw pit. Let's get a grist mill, let's get a medieval wall, let's get a sawmill and a stone cutter and a temple. Goodness me. 1, 2, 3. I cannot get that one. Look at how much chocolate there is. Chocolate is improved by a woodcutter. You would be an insane mining town. But you wouldn't grow, and I need you to grow. 12 turns. 12 turns. You will go down here to Tenochtitlan.
Past is the treasure.
There's a forbidden city.
Time is its hiding place.
We need walls now. Frankly, we need walls. I did not get the Shuriken, I believe. I think the Shuriken was built by someone else. Although, no, I did get the Shuriken, I guess. Hang on, where did I build the Forbidden City? You give me 1 culture and 1 gold on fortifications. Apparently I did get the Shuriken. Not in that city. City, Machu Picchu, Colosseum. Yeah, right there, right in the middle where I did not see it because what is seeing stuff anyway? So yeah, I need to get my hands on walls rather quickly. Of course you stay there. Why wouldn't you stay there? You know what, I think I'll give you some more stuff. Because you, my friend, you need to get walls. Okay, as always, activate on an army commander. You know what? Let's get ourselves an army commander. And you were activated on a fleet commander. Let's get a fleet commander then. You're not yet filled, but that's okay.
From the new land.
Let's get that Eureka going. You will be there actually thinking about it. Hang on. I want a missionary. Treasure convoy up and going. What are we looking at militaristic wise? We need one more point. And more walls. And I want you all the way here. We can settle 2 more settlements. A distant field contains wondrous flowers never seen before. I don't need culture, I'll take the happiness.
There is one tree that speaks
the redwood forest.
in the calm
And
darkness.
Torres de Paine. So many wonders. What are we looking at economic? We need more. We need more economy. We're looking at Tenochtitlan 4 turns. That is okay. That works. Let's get a brickyard and a granary and a fishing quay. Do I want to go towards north? Yes. And a grist mill and a sawmill and a temple. Do I want to go anywhere else? A stone cutter. You need more of that. I will get you and I will get you. The bourgeoisie. The world has contracted. New shipping lanes bring goods once unknown to markets, along with them the desire for more. One's importance is in this new world is built upon what one can buy and not who one's father was. Money is a great leveler, and feudal lords now find themselves waiting upon the whims of merchants without land or title, but with the cash and influence of a duke. Manufacturing and mercantile areas of the city grow increasingly wealthy as a result, but as they do so, they demand more and more attention, goods, and rights. Absolutely not. We'll get Nouveau Riche done. You really settle anywhere you want, don't you? Okay, Tercio. Suck that one in, move you to here. Get another army commander. I think there's another... there might not be another one. Missionary. I wanted you to go there. What I was about to say. I can get towards Murcia. Barcelona. Does Barcelona still need to grow? I kind of want you to grow. We need to keep an eye out on the last couple of turns. A monk has developed a method for affixing lenses to the face. Yeah, I don't need the science, we'll take the influence. I don't need the influence either, but I don't need the science like at all, and the influence doesn't hurt me if I have it. Oh, look at that, a tent camp.
To be a king and
There's
wear
the
a crown
White Tower.
is a thing more
Arguably,
glorious to them that see it
I'm not the
than it is pleasant
greatest
to them
fan
that
of
bear
that
it.
wonder. It is kind of, sort of underwhelming. I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but 4 happiness in this settlement for every tradition slotted in the government. I'm sitting at 1400 happiness. I have no need. What I do want, though, is you going for walls as well now. I feel like we're closing in. At the end of the age. At a roadside market, a shopkeeper has revealed a hat crafted from exotic animal skins. Supplies are already running thin, as wealthy trendsetters drive up the price. Give me the money. Helmets float around the wreckage, telling a gruesome tale of defeat. As the gig approaches, the soldier scoops one up. Study the helmet. Hernan Cortez. Activate on a district. A distant lands an army commander with 3 empty slots. I knew it. That there was one more. Meaning now we need... we don't need another army commander, actually, because we can just keep our tercio in that city. Which is nice. Do you like me enough for open borders, Mr. Friedrich? Probably don't. But what if... Ah, you do! I like you too, Friedrich. Now, the silver was what I wanted to have. Thank you very much. We got diplomatic and expansionist from that. 5 turns and 8 turns. No wonder to build. Apart from Notre Dame. Golden Age, Golden Age. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 10 more points. I have a bad feeling about that. Give me... We need the fishing key here, actually. But that's all the settlements we... Didn't I say we could settle one more? Did I get that wrong? That's 2 treasure fleet points. Goodness me. We're at 86%. This will be close. You can now get that one. You can get the tea here. We still need spices. I have no clue. Can I trade for spices? Do I know what spices are? Stockholm. Stockholm has spices. Yes. Give me a merchant, we trade with Stockholm. We can now get the Caspar. And we are still... We have 2 more relics than we can deal with. Build more walls. Correct. Like correction, make that 4 relics that we can deal with. I have not... Have I not already gotten... I think... Did I might not. Treasure Convoy 8 turns. Why? Because of Tenochtitlan, probably. That is disgusting. Oh, come on. That's not necessary. Thank you. Dog trainers have gathered in a demolished granary to organize a wild hunt. Nobles trade sacks of coin for hounds that can bound over acres without breaking a sweat. Is it the Witcher's wild hunt? Okay, I need more. You need to grow so much more. Okay, I guess I have not. Good to know. I wanted to trade with Stockholm because I need spices for the Spice Island, because I have coca, I have sugar, I have tea. Not found goddamn spices anywhere in my lands. I wanted to settle here, didn't I? That's probably not going to happen then. Okay, Tenochtitlan's done so far. Well, I'm sending you down there. Guess I'll send you down there as well. Where's my...
The echoes of our glory and our losses,
conquistador?
of our victories and our disasters, have always resounded under those vaults.
There's Notre Dame. The, I believe, last wonder that I can build at the very least. So you can now get some walls up and running. Thank you very much. Let's give you that. Let's give you that tea. Let's give you walls as well. So much bonus resource. Cordoba. The fish can go to Cadiz. That's all these settlements filled. Treasure convoy. Way too many turns. But it is a huge treasure convoy. Holy hell. And we're not finished yet. The new elite. The shipping magnate, the factory owner, the burgher, and the landlord in distant colonies. These individuals have no royal title. As the world craves trade, it is these fortunes that rise. Contradiction is born. Those with political power and military power have less and less financial power. To right these scales and reassert the proper order of things, new restrictions are placed upon the merchants, new taxes and limitations on the flow of trade. Religious leaders are co-opted into this as well. The economic order must be on earth as it is in heaven. In the guild hall, in the university, in the bazaar, angry voices seethe. What right does the old aristocracy have over what seems to be the natural order of things? Tell me, brother, you tell me. Let's get some more walls. I don't care about influence at all anymore. That should be it, right? With that, we had 3 spices already. Do I really need to actively improve spices? I don't know where. I cannot search for spices. I don't know where they are. And you want me to actively improve a spice tile? Well, that's just wonderful. Anyway, there is Garma now on my site. Gold buildings receive gold for gold and gold. I am drowning in gold. There is a spice tile. So you want me to settle right here or up there? Where would be the better settle? Where would I kill less? I mean, nah, that is a settle. That's okay. Sure. I'll do that. A historian has been scouring caves looking for creatures to add to their compendium of beasts. The descriptions of fangs and scales terrify children who can't help but spread the legend. Let me entertain. Future tech, 92%. It's getting close. We can get the T right here. We can get the T right here. People are stealing science from me because why wouldn't they? More future tech. More medieval walls, more medieval walls. The treasure convoy, 11 turns. How many more? I need 4 more. It's doable. We're at 92%. We should not be. I mean, that's okay. That we need 3 more. Where's there was a. I sent a cog there ages ago. And more walls, and for you as well. Another treasure convoy, 15. That one may not make it. I don't know. Possibilities there. Depends on how quick we are. But we did good. I mean, granted, this one conquistador that basically revealed the entire map except the distant land continent inland did a lot of heavy lifting. Like, a lot of heavy lifting. You actually have gotten all the... I wanted to settle closer to here as well. The big problem is... like here, for example. It's not a freshwater settle, but it's okay. There's another... yeah, I want that resource though first. We got another scientific. I mean, hey, more science, I guess. More science. Okay. Oran, let's get a brickyard and a granary and a saw pit and medieval walls and a stone cutter and a grist mill and a sawmill and a temple. And let's get the spices. My goodness. The Spice Islands. Rizal's merchants deliver an endless supply of marvelous goods from across the sea. That was not across the sea. They are a feast for the senses and for the imagination. To culture in all settlements. Okay, that was, I believe, the last quest could have gone for. Okay, we are done here now. I will send you up to there. Another treasure convoy, let's go. In the shadow of a collapsed mill, vintners experiment with sour grapes. A recipe of spices and honey brings poor wine to life, reducing waste. Life celebrations are punctuated by fine drink. Let's be happy that we can drink alcohol, says the guy who doesn't drink alcohol. 10 turns! Shockingly spicy peppers have sprouted through the cracks. Yeah, I don't need... I'll just take the food. I don't need culture. 10 more turns. I need 3 more. will take some time. Let's get you going. One more wall for you. One more wall for you. I don't think you'll be. You'll finish the walls. Treasure. You will definitely not make it. But with these two, we should. Okay, we are good. So Golden Age, Golden Age, Golden Age, Golden Age. What do I want with you? Let's send you to there. Nine turns. And we must not forget, we are sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relics that we currently cannot use. Okay, you have built everything I wanted from you. Good to know. Treasure convoy in that direction. I really don't think I need scouts anymore. At least like this scout, not. We got some more to uncover here, which is hopefully doable. It should be doable. I got everything from you. Tanhui can now be built. I forgot about that one. I always forget about that one. But that's okay. We can still build it. You have chocolate like nothing else. Goodness me. Confucianism urban. No. Where is my guy? We need diplomatic. Go for the celebration length. Creature tech. More walls. Longchen gets a little bit more production. 3 treasure points. You are such a 4 treasure. I mean, that is such a huge treasure. Treasure resource producing city. Imagine I could have gotten the other parts as well. You have nothing was. Okay, cool. Nothing was damaged. I like that idea. Come on, I just need it once. An overgrown temple has become a sanctuary for a rare breed of hawk. The wealthy elite offer fortunes for pets of such plumage. The ultimate status symbol, kings of the sky chained in a cage. I think. You're kinda. Behind mountains. Can I get to there in time? We've got 5 turns. We'll see. Napoleon, would you like open borders? Wonderful. Okay, you got everything I wanted from you as well. One more medieval wall. Like, imagine if everything works out, this will be. Ooh, this will potentially be. What's the word? Factory resources in the next age. Oh, that would be nice. Okay, there is more. Lovely.
If heroes remained home
There's
to die by
Tanque.
the fire, would their names be inscribed upon bamboo and silk for all eternity?
Do you do again? You give. That's Erdainazu. There's Tanhui. For culture, specialist limit in cities with 7 current age walls. Lovely. You know what? I don't think I need you to grow as of right now. I don't think I need you to grow. I don't think I need... Ooh, a kappa. I don't think I need you to grow. And I definitely don't think you need to grow. There's another kashpa. There's a handful of kashpas actually. Religious, religious, religious. Ooh, repair all, absolutely. Let's get our hands on all the medieval bridges that we can get. And on all the kashpas that we can get. Much like here, much like here. You are still... I don't need you to grow either. You still need to grow for a little bit. Is that everything? You can also real quick turn into a religious site. But yeah, apart from you, now everything's a religious site. Meaning we can slot in more relics. You need 8 turns to grow. Actually, I don't think you can grow in time, so you might as well turn into a religious site too. Meaning we are perfectly aligned for all the relics. There's one more growth sequence though, which is nice. So that worked out. So another treasure point for me, another treasure fleet. Let's go. You will move around here. I will have you move to there. I will have you move here. A strange beast crashed through the undergrowth. A tangle of horns on its head. Constellation of spots on its side. I'll get the culture. Another treasure convoy. Okay, let's send you to here. A cave contains the remnants of a diplomat's caravan. His belongings, a letter addressed to his wife announcing that he no longer loves her. Deliver the letter. 100% minus 100% culture for 2 turns, but science. We destroy the letter, and we got a diplomatic point. We've got everything. Unlock the military sabotage espionage action. Sure. Treasure convoy number next. You will move to here. We should get that one, right? Yes, and I think with the last few. That's actually a city. I believe with that we should have uncovered all fog of war tiles. I believe so. +2 on the treasury. So where did she build? Citadel Royal. Ooh, okay, I see. Where did you build the Rizal monastery? In what settlement? It has to be in some of those. No, there is one more. There is one. Oh, damn it! I didn't find out about that one. And that is not enough time. Damn it. Let me guess, that's the place where she built the Rizal. No, it can't be. There's the Rizal monastery. From the... Hang on, before I say that, I do have a cultural point. Again, before I say that, I have more stuff to do. Damn it, of course it's one tile that I was missing. Nope, I still... You can move to here. We don't have any other artifact going. We have a golden age and everything, so far at least. From the ashes have cooled and a new order has taken shape. One that claims to be the realization of natural law. Empires have long been defined via the claims of noble families and the contours of religious faith. But these have given way to those based on an imagined community folk and the harsh realities of commerce. Revolution has not happened in the same way everywhere. In some places a new rationalized monarchy emerges, but one based around a revolutionary idea. The individual is the embodiment of people, not its owner. In other places, the people advocate for their own representation of some kind of deliberative body. In still others, a demagogue has awoken the desires for freedom and chained it to personal quest for power. The world is born anew and for the first time claims to be the full and complete realization of what it should be. The age of exploration is ending. And I had a golden age everywhere as I clicked next turn. The final turn. Let's check again. Golden, 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 golden. Can we purchase anything? Anywhere? Real quick. Maybe like a Casbah somewhere. Nope. We have done everything and we're going into the next age with probably not as much gold and influence, but still a lot of gold and influence. We have 216,000 gold and 4,600 influence. We should get quite a lot of that. That should make it easy for us to befriend independence.
The furious pace of Spanish trade energized the people. Upon this bounty, they built an economy that stood the test of time.
An economy we did build. We got a golden age everywhere. She actually almost got a golden age in Toscana, which is good to see. And yeah, we did good. We are now level 6 José Rizal, still got quite a lot of quests done. Got a unique customizable banner and a customizable badge. While as we step into the next age. We could change the memento. But I think I like the mementos I had. What do I want to take? We got America, Buganda, Meiji Japan, Mexico, Prussia, Russia, Siam, French Empire. What do I want as my victory? I think last game we went for a cultural victory. I think this time with all, at least potentially with all this, with this amount of factory resources, I think I'd like to look again for an economic victory. Could go America for that. Increase the number of resources that may be assigned to the settlement by 2 with the industrial park, which would be great. I am looking at Great Britain, unfortunately, is not unlocked. I think America is a good idea. We would get a unique prospector and a unique infantry unit. We could get 100 gold every time we improve a resource. The rail yard and the steel mill, though. 6 production, 1 gold adjacent for resource and wonders, and 5 production, 1 production adjacent for quarters and wonders. And the increase, I think, yeah, I haven't played America in a while, I believe, so I think America is
built on steam, on
a
iron,
good plan.
and on a vision that looks relentlessly ahead. America surges forward. The brave new world unrolls from factory assembly lines on rail tracks that extend across the plains, and in the eyes of each immigrant who sets foot upon its shores. Come and dream anew under the stars and stripes.
And before closing out, there's one thing I definitely want to watch. Or not watch, but want to look. Yes. And immediately I'm also seeing a settlement here. Because, again, that is still quite a lot of factory resources. I don't see anything around here. There could be a settlement right here, but not really. Do I see anything of interest in my homeland? I see a settlement right here. Although, to be fair, I can't because there's a city-state. I can also see there's a triple kinnan. I can also see a settlement right here. The question is where exactly? Yeah, I can't get that kinnan or that citrus without losing something out. But I could get this right here. So I am looking at a settlement, for example, here. That would give me that one. I don't lose anything out on down there. I still get the kinnan. I'm just losing out on that kinnan, which I probably would lose anyway. And I'm losing out on that citrus, which is okay for me. I am also looking at a settlement right here. And that one is the better settlement. It is a freshwater settle. Yes, I will lose out on that gold. But I keep that cotton, if I can keep that, that is. So I will get my hands on some settlers right now before I forget. That is the one thing I will do before finishing up and closing out. I will get my hands on a handful of settlers. Do I see any other potential settlement location? I don't think I see much. There's some I mean, I could get this one easily with Focaya. I don't get this citrus, which is okay. Yeah, I think I'm good for now. The rest we'll see when we're done. If we take a look, we're sitting on 6 cotton, on 7 coca. We're sitting on 4 coffee. We are sitting on a bunch of quinine. Where's that coming from? Origin Cadiz. Is Cadiz not? Huh. Interesting that you are not connected. But yeah, we're sitting on a lot of resources. It can only get better. Up there might also be a settlement. Some more quinine, some more, you know, like somewhere along the lines of here. But that's for much later. Yeah, that is about it with planning so far. I mean, this is technically stuff for next stream, but I mean, I was just looking at that real quick. Taking over that city might also be an interesting idea to get some more chocolate. That has quite a lot of factory resources in general. So this might be a city we kind of want to sort of have. We'll see about that. Maybe Zaragoza, but you have not much to. Maybe Zaragoza will turn out to be a city. We'll see about that. But as always, that is it for this stream. We've finished the age, and so the stream will end. Thank you all for joining. As always, if you want to rewatch any of my streams, you can check out my VODs channel. And for everyone else, I will see you in the next one. Bye!